Good evening. Welcome to the Tuesday, December 17th, 2024 City Council meeting, and Merry Christmas to you all and your families. Would you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Weir,
Here.
Smock,
Here.
Clement,
Here.
Dewater, Morris.
Here.
Excellent. 4 is, I'll take a motion to approve the December 17th agenda, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 5 is public comment. If you'd like to address the council and myself, please stand up at the podium. And you have 3 minutes.
Well, hello, folks. Rich Kurtenbach back again for another visit to let you know we have a special election coming up here in Black Hawk County. It has been scheduled for Tuesday, January 28th. This is not going to be a normal election where people might just think they go to the regular voting locations. This will be done at 19 voting locations or voting centers across Black Hawk County. And you can vote at any one of these locations, no matter where you live. There are only one item on the ballot you'll be voting for, and that's the opening that I'm hoping to fill as next County Board Supervisor, replacing Dan Trelka. So absentee ballot requests can go in now if you have so desire to vote at home. Early voting will start at the courthouse on January 8th and run through January 27th. So it's Iowa, it's January. We live here for some reason in the cold. So, but no, I've been making rounds to the city councils. As I was here back in the spring, I was 30 votes short in the primary, which really bites. I told folks then, they kept asking, well, what should I do with your signs, Rich? And I was like, hang on to them, you're gonna need them, I'm running again. And it might be soon, and here we are. We knew that Dan had some other interests, and we just kind of knew that there was a good chance this opportunity would be coming. So, some of the issues haven't changed. I get information from 3 different directions on problems with our 911 services, which affects everybody in our county. And it affects the cities, especially like Evansdale, the size and how they deviate the costs and how we're funding that one service. Another issue I have concern is our rural areas and our smaller communities aren't getting the representation they really deserve. So it's not a promise, it is my goal that you will see me here at every council meeting, at least once a year at every council meeting for every city across Iowa, or across Black Hawk County. That'd be a lot for Iowa, but it is, you know, my role has been as a representative. You don't wait for people just to come to you. You're out there where people know they can see you. So several of my goals, so we're hoping things go well. But again, I'm gonna leave you a flyer, and then I'm gonna leave you for leave here at City Hall. There is a list that's right on the county voter elections board, the 19 locations, and on the backside there is a map of the 19 locations.
Excellent, thank you.
Yep. And with that, if there's any questions, otherwise I'll pass these around. I have all this information on my website as well, and doing some videos for updates and information too. So, and with that, I'm done.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
Thanks, Richard.
Anyone else like to speak this evening?
Good evening, Council and Mayor.
Good evening, Steve.
2 things I just wanted to address and talk about. I'm really excited and impressed with the Christmas kickoff. I think that's a great thing. I've had a lot of feedback. People have called and talked to me, and said about that, and I want to congratulate people that were involved to make that happen. That's good for the city, and I do appreciate that dearly as a citizen of the town. In life, we have positive things and we have negative things. I just want to ask one question under public comment, and I'm going to do some follow-up after this. We used to have public discussion, and then now we went to public comment. As a tax-paying citizen, I feel it's a little unfair when you can't get questions from the city hall or the council and the mayor, when you have questions that come up that are valid to you, maybe not to the adjoining party that's listening, but to get answers for questions that get unanswered now. And I'm trying to get community to be more involved, and the common thing I hear from everybody, it doesn't do any good to come to a council meeting because nobody listens and there's nothing done about it anyway. Well, that's not entirely true, and I understand that, and I tell people those things. But I am asking for a update from the mayor or somebody. Is this a legal thing or a state thing? Why we went from discussion where we can have answers back and forth and went to comments where you can talk your 3 minutes and then it's done and you get no further follow-up. I would like to hear something back on this. It does not have to be tonight. I was going to come in and visit with the mayor today, but I was busy. But I would like some answers on this because a lot of people are complaining about that, so I figured I'd be one to bring it up. But again, I want to thank for the things that are going on with the kickoff for the holidays, and I do appreciate everybody's effort on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Anyone else want to address the council and myself? Okay, moving on to item 6. I'll take a motion for approval of the consent agenda, please.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 7, approval of the resolution calendar.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Weir,
Yes.
Smock,
Yes.
Clements,
Yes.
Dewater,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Thank you for the approval. Number 8, request from police chief to purchase stalker radar in the amount of $3,400 as budgeted for FY25. The radar is 100% reimbursed by GTSB, which stands for the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau. We get anywhere between $8,000 and $10,000 each year, special funding to support our police department.
I make a motion to approve that request.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Dick. Number 9, request to approve the 1-year agreement with Nutraject for biosolid removal at the wastewater treatment plant in the amount of $56,250. We'd actually budgeted on purpose extra this year. Normally, it's anywhere from $20,000 to $25,000 per year, but they haven't done it for 2 years, and it's probably a little bit even more than the normal annual. You're probably looking at 2.5 times is what we have sitting down there right now. They're not going to be able to get to it even until this spring. Obviously, it is placed on fields for fertilizer, but our agreement actually expired with them in October, so this is kind of just like a 1-year deal. We get all the biosolids removed, and then we'll enter into agreement. I think we'll probably look at a couple different companies this next round.
I move approval of the request.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 10, request to approve the following public safety job descriptions: animal control, fire chief, and police chief. A couple of years ago, and it's not that we're being remiss and not doing our jobs, but, there's only so much time in the day. But our insurance company had recommended that we update our job descriptions. We are starting with public safety, because these job descriptions didn't exist. We had a job description for fire chief, but that's when it was a combined, it was a public safety position, years back. We didn't have a fire chief, believe it or not. Police chief job description, nor an animal control job description. So that's where we're starting. We've been updating some job descriptions as we go, and they'll be brought to you as they're actually reviewed by our city attorney. And just take a motion to approve and,
Yeah, I suppose it's a good thing to have it all laid out, if it hasn't already been on
Yeah.
there, so.
yep.
I would make a motion to approve.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Miss Dottie and myself had been chatting, and she said it'd be nice being the last council meeting of 2024. Be nice kind of reflect on what the city and the city council has, all of us, have accomplished in this past year. Of course, some of these projects have been going on for 4 and 5 years. So it's, we're just getting to see the fruit of the completion. The completion of the Water Trails project, that project started in 2020. Groundbreaking at Eagles Landing, that was Pella Windows and Doors. They're going to be moving in the spring. That project started in 2020. 12 lots in Eagles Landing have been sold. That's just been in the last couple years. Lafayette Road reconstruction project began. Project's been going on for 5 years. Significant completion of the wastewater treatment plant rehabilitation. That's been going on for 6 years, since 2018. Bright Street property's been sold. Christmas decorations replaced, and I think they're gorgeous. Thank you for everybody that came out. That was just a really fun, short event, and we look to add to it every year. And everyone that assisted and helped with that. New city banners ordered and ready to install in the spring. That was purchased actually by the Evansdale Chamber, and the Evansdale Days came together to purchase all new banners that we'll put out in the spring. Community Response Center water mitigation completed. How long has that been going on, Dick?
A long time.
Forever. Eagles Landing Phase 2, construction underway. City Hall's full staff for the first time in 3 years. That's been magnificent. We've, one of the major things is the Iowa Department of Revenue completely changed our offset program, which is something that we approved last year, that we can actually go and collect the people that aren't paying their ambulance bills. So, they're coming in already. It's not even the first of the year. Generally speaking, you'll see income taxes or whatever, but they also do, if you go out to the casino and win, the city of Evansdale gets the first cut, if you owe us. So, we're already seeing that. That's something that, Sarah, and thank you for working with us tonight. Sarah hit head on when she first started with us, so it's a really different program, and it had its challenges in it.
I mean, I didn't know the old system, so that's probably what helped.
Yeah, I guess there's something to that. City Hall floors stripped and polished. They hadn't been done since 2012, and we had just a most difficult time trying to find someone to do it. 2 citizens of Evansdale, Dottie Weir and Paul Penning, to be honored and awarded Volunteer of the Year at the annual Mayor's Volunteer Awards. Thought that was pretty special. That was, I think, the first time Evansdale had ever been part of that. So that was really, it was really special for me. 18 light poles have been replaced on Lafayette Road. The Public Works Department replaced each pole with their crew, saving the city over $123,000 $870. Go Public Works, yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Great job, guys.
You're so humble.
Reconstruction of Michigan Lift Station, that was paid by American Rescue Funds. Disc Golf Association redesigned and expanded the disc golf course, which has been a great improvement. They have some national leagues even that come to our city. Angels Park parking lot overlay. Cedar Valley Youth Sports Association exceeding with restoration of the ballpark. They've been with us, I think, 2 contract years now, and really, we've seen a lot of improvement, having them on board. It's been a great experience for all. And if you haven't been out to Deerwood Park to see their lights, it's a great treat. And they do have treats, too. Really great chocolate chip cookies and hot cocoa. Cedar Valley Youth, I said that. Complete cleaning and televising of Lafayette Road sewer lines. Obviously, we had to do that for the Lafayette Road project, and we only had just one small area that needed to be identified. As a city, we also enjoyed our first annual Party in the Park, 75th anniversary of the fire department celebration, first annual shred event, and first annual city tree and Christmas lighting event. I think they're all going to continue moving forward. We've already had someone volunteer to provide the band for our second Party in the Park, which will be held, save the date, on May 30th. City right-of-way agreement and MetroNet to provide additional options for internet. We're glad to have them. They're working in this terribly cold weather. They were still out there at 5 o'clock this evening in the dark. And a special thank you to our council for moving our city forward while keeping our taxes low and for participating in the many events shared with our residents. It's really appreciated. You guys are engaged, and I really appreciate it.
Very involved.
It's a good list.
Yeah.
I read how to
Just threw it together just before the meeting.
And we still have 2 weeks.
Chop, chop.
When you said, can I ask a question? Good. Employees of the Quick Star down here, they had a deal for their Christmas, and they were telling all the things that were being done and what people, the awards they got and so on and so forth. But they gave them a sheet of paper that showed all the different stores that they were gonna build in the state of Iowa this year. But ours wasn't on it. Why not?
Oh, really?
Was not on it.
I couldn't tell you why. You
But
know,
nothing has changed.
nothing has changed.
Okay, so
No.
they still plan on going
Nothing
ahead?
has changed, but I think before they can be on that list, they have to be completely closed and break ground.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Take care of my answer.
No, we're still working and looking forward to that in the future. We had just mayor and council reports. Did anyone want to add anything?
I don't think so.
Mayor and council reports, we had our annual inspection from the DNR. And I actually got to meet Michelle, who has been working with our city for 2 or 3 years now. One of the things that she pointed out on the 4 recommendations is we need to continue to inspect and repair at least 20 to 25% of the collection system annually. So we did get, we have a lot of Lafayette and North already completed, but we need to continue on with the plan. So we are going to be talking about that in the new year and how we can achieve that goal. So some other recommendations was conduct a industrial user survey, and that's from our industrial businesses in our city. Have fields intended for land application of biosolids. So you have to have a certain soil type in order to lay the biosolids down. So that's a tongue twister. And then she would like us to develop a fats, oils, and grease program, which we would work really hand in hand with People Service to do so. We've already got some information from them because it is, an issue. We do have some areas in our city that fats and oils are going down. And it's more like an awareness program to our residents as well, like, don't pour a pan of grease down your sink. So, that's it for me. I want to thank everybody that came out to our first annual Christmas lighting, and I also want to thank everybody who donated to the Salvation Army, as Evansdale took number 1 this year. So, thank you. That was Council.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all of you and your families. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thanks, guys. Great year.